Okay, hello. So pause this. Hang on. Right. We're not playing Dishonored. I literally just tried to launch it up then, and it started re-downloading the entire game again. New flat. No, unfortunately, Canada. How you doing? As per usual, didn't quite work out like that. Story of my fucking life, but anyway. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna play some Mass Effect. And fucking every time I try and launch Dishonored, it has to re-download itself. I don't know if it's even worth doing that every single time. I don't know why it's doing that either. Anyway, but no. So the meeting that I was supposed to go to on Saturday got cancelled. I mean, it's good and bad news. Yeah, the meeting got cancelled on Saturday because the landlady got COVID. So, nothing really happened, obviously. But on the flip side, she has just decided to, yeah, essentially, she's decided to skip the meeting, and I'll be able to move in as soon as she's comes back negative, and as soon as the flat is cleared out. So they're hoping by this weekend she'll get the all clear, because apparently she works in oh my god, in nursing, so she can't work until she gets the all clear. So yeah, once that happens, I think she's going to clear the apartment out of all the stuff that was in there, and then after that I'll be able to move in. I can't remember what we did on last time Mass Effect. And yeah, after that I'll be able to move straight in. So fucking counting down the minutes, really. Oops. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Let's hope I don't have to re-download Mass Effect. That'd be a problem. It'd be a very big problem. I haven't touched my computer over the weekend either. Whoopsies. I didn't really play anything on my PC. I played Persona when I got time to play. Like I even checked to see, you know how sometimes you gotta try and find where the file's installed instead, because it's just having trouble finding it. It's empty. All the files are completely empty. Folders are completely empty. So I think Dishonored might just be really against being installed. But that's, yeah, so, as annoying as that is. Anyway, thankfully this one's working fine. I like this one out of the better out of the two anyway. Ugh, Jesus. I'm so tired. Yeah, hope so. It's too Dishonored. Yeah, next weekend we'll see. I don't think it's going to take me very long to move in. It's just all the setup. So, hopefully, by next weekend we'll have a bit more. I'll have a better idea of what's going on. I knew something would happen. Nothing ever goes that well for me, especially when it's like sort of short notice things. So, anyway,
You've been through a lot, Scars.
You giving up?
Nah, I got more. Just don't like to talk about it.
I'm glad Jacob saw through the elusive man. At least not everyone in Cerberus has lost their mind. This fight can use him.
Do we have to go back to the Citadel? I can't remember. I remember them calling me back there every 2 fucking seconds last time. And also, we won't be able to do the sort of the longer streams that have been normal the past couple of weeks. I'm back on the ground at work tomorrow, so we'll have to go back to the old 8:30 thing.
Commander?
Hello. So I don't have any... No, okay. I guess we'll... I don't know if I've got any more side quests or if it's all main quests now. Considering how much time we spent doing side stuff last time, it's probably about time we do a main mission. So the Citadel's still going off. I think that's all the side stuff we have. Then there is this one. Yeah. Right. I might need my phone for this one because this one gets a little tricky. Speaking of which, where is that?
Commander Shepard, a pleasure to see you again, though I wish it were under better circumstances.
I'd hoped for your support in the fight against the Reapers. What's going on?
What's with the lag?
17 days ago, with precision strikes on 4 Geth systems, the Quarians initiated the war to retake our homeworld.
Which was a clear violation of our agreement with the Council to avoid provoking the Geth.
A treaty violation is nothing compared to recovering our homeworld and advanced AI technology.
I don't know. I don't think this has any bearing on what you chose in the second. I think they do it regardless.
You mean Rannoch?
Correct, Commander. 300 years ago, we lost our world to our own AI creations, the Geth.
After we attempted to kill them.
He didn't try to kill
Zoom
them.
will say too a little bit, yeah.
It wasn't murder.
I feel like flipping a switch on a sentient being is still trying to murder it.
No, it was murder.
Commander, the Quarians never intended to create a true AI. It was an accident.
Which you chose to correct by trying to kill them.
Don't bother. Admitting we were wrong would undercut the justification for this suicidal invasion plan.
Okay. So there's a specific thing that I want to happen that I haven't had happen the couple times that I've played this, and I just want to make sure that we're not gonna cock it up. Blah 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 blah. Okay.
Whatever mistakes the Quarians made in the past, this attack was the right plan.
Keeping that open just in case.
The Geth only fought in self-defense.
They're synthetic. They don't need a planet. They could have moved to a space station.
We don't need a planet. The flotilla has survived for 3 centuries.
With the Council just barely tolerating you. You've paid for your people's mistakes.
Is that
Time
true?
to reclaim your world.
I guess they mentioned that in the first
driven
one,
the
that
Geth back to
the
the
Quarians
home
are,
When this
everyone's a bit
began
racist against the
broadcasting to
Quarians.
all Geth ships.
The Reapers.
Under Reaper control, the Geth are significantly more effective. Our fleet is pinned in the home system. If we're going to win,
Win! You insisted on involving the civilian ships, Admiral Gerrel. We need to retreat or we'll lose the live ships.
Where's the signal coming from?
Here. A Geth dreadnought. It can outgun anything we've got, and it's heavily defended.
The Normandy stealth drive can get us in undetected. I could board, then disable the Reaper command signal.
Yes, cutting off the signal should throw the Geth into complete disarray.
And when the Geth are weakened, you strike hard.
It's a hell of a risk, Commander. But if you can pull it off...
Just be ready, Admiral.
Our newest Admiral has also volunteered to offer technical expertise.
Dun dun dun, it's
Copy the
Tally.
Red Bus Normandy, reporting for duty.
Glad you could make it, Tally. Admirals, I'll ready a team to hit that dreadnought.
Thank you, Commander.
Chassis, yeah.
Admiral?
It's mostly a formality. I'm an expert on the Geth.
I gotta say, the
That you
Lady Quarian gear, or like suit, looks so much better than
I'm glad you're here.
than the males.
If I'd known it was
It's
this
like a
bad,
lot
I'd have
sleeker,
come sooner.
and like you said, the guys
had
look
your own
like
troubles.
like
I'm
aliens,
sorry about Earth.
xenomorphs.
We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy. If you can help us, we'll hit the Reapers with everything we've got. Or however much is left from this stupid war.
I thought you'd support the invasion.
No. After talking to Legion, I thought maybe there was a chance for peace.
So why help them?
I'm an admiral. People look to me for guidance. Public disagreement would divide the fleet.
I'll help your people win this war, Tally.
Thanks, Shepard. And just so you know, I need to keep things strictly business in front of the admirals. If you'd like to catch up, let's talk somewhere private.
Sure thing.
Chastity belt, God.
I'm ready to hit that thread.
I remember
whenever
that
you
from Robin Hood Men in Tights. Like the whole plot of that movie revolves around the princess's chastity belt. That was a weird movie. A lot of Mel Brooks's stuff was very strange. Funny though. Okay, I think the mission... Okay, so this is like, we have to do this, and then there's some stuff that opens up that we can do later. The migrant fleet. What's this? From Scribs, one case of fairy tale story, really? Oh. They were a real thing too. Like, I thought for a long time that they were just some joke that, you know, it was a joke made by someone specifically for the movies, but they were actually real, which is kind of fucked up. So, God, I bet. Could you imagine the inconvenience that would bring on your life? My God. Sorry for the lag spikes too. I'm noticing they keep jumping up and down. I have no idea what's going on there. I stopped Dishonored from downloading, so. Oh, this Edie and Tally will be fun if they have a little bit of banter, which I hope they do. Seeing how Edie is an AI, which Tally would know, wouldn't she? I feel like she would. Yeah, and like to go so far as to put on a full iron locked pair of underwear. Yeah. I kind of preferred it when when I thought it was a joke. Which one of these was shit? I think most of these are shit. Claymore does the most damage. Let's get her. We'll give her that. We'll give her that as well. Thankfully they don't have to worry about weight. And cold, too.
We're
My
approaching
god.
the Quarian home system. ETA to Rannoch, 5 minutes.
What have you got from the comm buoys?
And like,
Pretty much a big old
I don't think
shitstorm, Commander.
steel wasn't exactly
I have
commonplace for a
detected
very
several
long
hundred
time.
unique ship signatures
It would have
engaged
been
in
made out of
active combat.
iron. And iron rusts if you
Yeah,
breathe
like
on
I
it.
said.
Take us in, Joker.
Yikes.
Stealth drive engaged. Only way they'll detect us is if you all start singing the Russian national anthem.
Why the Russian one specifically?
My cyber warfare suite has accessed their docking protocols.
This scene right here is so cool. It's one of my favorites in the whole game. You finally get to see the Quarian fleet in its like all its glory.
Once we're aboard, we find whatever's
Getting
broadcasting
destroyed,
the
but
Reaper
still.
signal and shut it down. Tally's our expert on Geth software. She'll be handling hacking and security.
Your expertise with the Geth is a welcome addition, Tally.
Edie, so a body?
It has proven useful. I hope it doesn't cause you concern.
Not unless you go crazy and decide to overthrow the humans.
If I decide to overthrow the humans, you will be the first to know.
Shepard, there's a problem.
Wow.
All tubes except one are physically secured. I see the free one. It's pretty torn up, though.
Too risky for the whole team. I'll secure the docking area. Everyone else can follow me over.
Roger that, Commander. We'll just stay here. You know, quietly.
Hang tight. It'll just be a
I like one of the first things Edie develops when she gets sentience is jokes. She's made, I think, like 3 or 4 jokes about enslaving or ending humanity, which I feel like is 3 or 4 too many for a sentient AI to be joking about. The fact that she even understands the concept of a joke.
We're having trouble. That ship is enormous.
It is 30%
Oh my god, that is bright.
Tally, you're gonna like the view.
Better than a vid?
Much.
So quiet. I always like when they do the realistic space things of no noise, or like very, very, very minimal noise. I think they did it in Alien Isolation, but in Alien Isolation, the outdoor bits when you're actually in space, they make you walk at like this speed for about 2 hours in real time, and it goes from being, oh my god, this is so cool, to, oh my god, when is this over?
The lack of gravity is a little disorienting.
The Dreadnought has artificial gravity. You should be okay once you're on board.
And this spinning
Until
is a
then,
little...
I'll make do with mag boots.
Hey, take your time, Commander. We're fine until they, look out a window.
Geth don't use windows, remember? Structural weakness.
Like the Geth are just sitting there saying, those organics would never try the no windows thing twice.
Okay. That was a little close for comfort.
Looks like the rest of the team isn't using the docking tube.
So I'm guessing you'd rather not solo the Dreadnought.
Not if I can help it. Ask Tally to get on the Dreadnought schematics. If she can point me at another
I can
docking
probably
tube,
do it.
I'll override the controls and let the
Well,
boarding
then.
party on.
We have magnetic boots, apparently, which I guess are just, standard issue. Do they have mag boots in real life? I feel like that's a very sci-fi thing still. Seems like it'd be very useful, though. I don't know where to go. No? Oh, hey, what's this? What's a smart choke? Guys, yeah, no, I guess not. They, like on the space stations and stuff, they use those tethers, don't they? For the moment. Maybe it's not practical. Maybe it's like one of those things that works really well in fiction, but not really well in real life. Which is always, which always is a bit shit. Oh, good. Maybe it's not strong enough, like the magnets aren't enough to stop you from being pulled away, which would be terrifying. That's true, yeah. Isn't it like every pound or every kilo costs like another 10,000 or something ridiculous like that?
I think we're good to go.
Great. If you override the controls, we'll be right there.
Yeah. Well, I guess, yeah. We're not advanced enough to have full E-metal stuff there. Maybe everything's not magnetic, so there's no point.
Got it. You're clear to board.
I guess there are, even if you can go further on, there is stuff that's better than metal. Structurally more
Thank you, Shepard. I will
convenient.
try to find a more convenient docking point next time.
Thanks, Edie.
Next time?
Here, let me see if I can get this open. In the meantime, take a look at this.
Nice. Another pistol.
There, it's open. We're clear to
Can't
go.
find it. Yeah, that would be like the perfect thing to make everything out of. That stuff's insanely strong, apparently. And it's like, I remember watching a documentary ages ago, like years and years and years, of using carbon nanotubes for power storage as well. It's a very versatile material.
Zen's design. It transmits an energy pulse on contact that disrupts shields and synthetics.
So where are we headed?
I probably should have switched that to someone else.
I can disable the Reaper command signal from there.
Where's the closest one?
Past their defense network and through a sensor cluster.
Oh, great. Because the last Geth shit was so much fun.
Anti-fighter lasers. I believe the Dreadnought's using ultraviolet frequencies instead of the standard infrared.
Expensive. Bet it gives them an edge in close combat, though.
When the fleet rushed the Dreadnought, those lasers carved right through our ships.
We'll make them pay for that.
Yeah, I mean that's the most efficient way, I feel like. The 3D printing's getting crazy advanced. Some of the stuff I've seen even just lately from like the cheaper printers you can get, because I really want one. I just really like the idea of a 3D printer, and I think that'd be very useful. But some of the stuff I've seen lately from just like these hobby ones that you can get.
Geth incoming!
You can print some crazy stuff with little to no effort, really. Oh shit! I hope the headshot degree is a little bit more real, forgiving in this one. Oh, I think so. Guns, yeah. Wasn't there? There's a big
I think I found that hull breach you mentioned.
kerfuffle, I guess. Oh my god, my eyelid is twitching. That's weird. Someone made like a free open source gun schematic where it could like shoot once, and it, you know, you loaded a real bullet in there or something and it fired once and then broke, but then people kept like improving on it. I don't know whatever happened to that. That was like we were hearing about that a lot here, on our news as well, and as usual it just kind of disappeared. So I don't know whatever become of that.
The Geth lack self-preservation instincts.
Networked intelligence! As we kill them, their attacks become more aggressive!
You have engaged the Geth previously, Shepard. Tactical advice?
Disable their shields.
Then take them down before they recharge!
Yeah. Because obviously guns are illegal here for just like, for civilians, I guess. So I think a lot of people were worried that, because oh shit, a lot of people at my school had bought 3D printers, just like the students and some of the teachers and things, back when they were starting to become a bit more everyday use. Like you could just go and buy a hobby one. And I know a couple people who were looking at it but didn't really want to do it because because you know it's a gun, and the penalty was pretty brutal. Yeah, I suppose. Well, it's not like it's a quick thing though, even now. And back when they were, when I was hearing so much about it, it still takes like days sometimes to print out a lot of stuff. So if you're going to go ahead and print out a gun to use, you've got a pretty decent amount of time to be like, hey, or to like think this through and be like, maybe this isn't the best idea. You've got to be really committed. Hey Gongra, how you doing? Oh shit, actually I have to change the Discord thingy. I'm not playing Dishonored. We're talking about 3D printed guns. Or 3D printing in general, actually. Killed the... That's what that was. Oh, I see. Right. Yeah, I can't imagine they're the most reliable things in the world. But I guess in that state, what did the show say? Who was liable? Can I? There we go. I am angry, tired. Feel you there. What's keeping you up? Condition. There we go. That's better. Alright, we'll get out of this. Back over here. Dishonored is taunting me. It was tampered or something. Oh, I see.
Why do we need to find the operations center? Wouldn't any access console do?
Unlikely. Consoles like this are accessing programs being used by hundreds of Geth simultaneously.
Ooh. Sorry, Edie. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I got a new weapon. Well, there's an interesting, like, people used to joke about it, but it's actually getting closer and closer to being able to do it, is once you can buy a 3D printer and then print a lot of the necessary parts to then make another 3D printer. There is, like, logistical issues with that, though. Mostly being the fact that a lot of the parts printed break very quickly when put under that amount of stress.
You would need to override all the Geth.
But
do you ever wish you were like them, networked?
No, I enjoy the freedom of intelligence without requiring consensus.
But there's a lot of like upgrades you can print out for your own 3D printer to make them a bit more efficient, like stabilizers and weights and stuff like that to make printing a bit more efficient. So I love 3D printing. I really want one, and when I'm finally out, I plan on getting one. Oh, just one of those days where everything that can go wrong does go wrong. My least favorite kind of days, honestly. That shit. Well, hopefully tonight you're able to sleep a bit better and have a bit of a better day. Oh god. Well, hopefully it can cheer you up a bit. Fingers crossed, anyway. With my terrible. Here was that. Fuck, I hate Snapchat. Jesus.
That's the last of them. Let's see if that console is operational.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, my terrible gameplay and or jokes, I guess. Or lack thereof. I was thinking about it the other day, actually.
They've locked down the Reaper signal. We can't shut it down from here in the operations center.
That on
the Reaper signal's coming from
the channel, we usually don't.
Right, but how do we get there? The Geth have sealed emergency bulkheads to block us off.
Oh my god.
We
Better
need
pay
a
attention. Hang
route to
on.
the drive core that can't be blocked. A path that runs the length of the ship.
What about the main battery? It runs right by the drive core.
That could work.
But
The Geth still have us locked in here. We need to get these doors open. They've locked
Okay.
high-level processes. We need something basic. A ship-wide emergency. Like a fire.
Okay.
what about the heat diffusion system?
Wait, if I faked a thermal warning, it would open all maintenance tubes for
Yes, do that. I don't
emergency
need the explanation, Tally. Do I have leveled up? Anyway, yeah, we tend to talk about a lot of a lot more serious things than I feel like I notice on a lot of other channels. And that's not to say, like, I don't really get time to watch many other streams and stuff like that, and a lot of the YouTube things that I watch are more kind of scripted things. But I feel like we tend to talk about that stuff a bit more regularly than just be like, haha, waka waka,
Yes.
funny game.
Okay, I've got it primed. But
Anyway.
be ready. I'm reading hostile Geth on the other side of the doors.
No, they'll pay you 3-hour shift. Really? What? Like, that doesn't make any sense, Cockroach. Why? That just seems like being obtuse for the sake of it. Oops, sorry, Tally.
Cloak hunters as well.
Geth reinforcements have arrived.
My god. Whoa, fucking hell, that scared the shit out of me. God, I love this game. Oh no, they found me. Shit. When we played Dragon Age, right when I first started streaming, we played all three of those Dragon Age games, and they're a lot longer than the Mass Effect ones easily. But I had a death counter up for them, and it ended up being in the hundreds of times that I died. In all three of the games. I think it ended up being like 300 and something. 360 something. 64 maybe. Something like that. Point is, it was a lot. I don't even want to think about how many times I've died in this, because it would be, I would say it's close to 1,000. It would have to be by now.
There could be cloak hunters as well.
Geth reinforcements have arrived.
And that's why I don't keep a death counter anymore, because it really shows off how terrible I am at these games. I think we had one in not Mass Effect, Shadow of Mordor, War, whichever one we played. I always get the names mixed up. And that was embarrassing. That was a lot. We had one in Dark Souls too. Again, although I feel like with Dark Souls it's not quite as... I mean, I've fully accepted that I'm shit at games by this point, but with Dark Souls I think it's a bit more accepted. it's just not a great feeling at the end of the, of the day to look over and go, oh, I died 70 times today, that's fun. Well, that's probably being generous with Dark Souls. For me, it was probably more in the, 120 plus.
This ship design is almost Quarian, but not quite. It's meant for synthetics, not organics.
Intriguing. I found the geometric shapes intuitive and comfortable. I assumed you all felt the same. I can detect the faint presence of Geth intelligences. Those not loaded into mobile platforms serve in the ship itself.
For all our cybernetic upgrades, I'll never understand.
Yeah. Although, I feel like sometimes that would be seconds. Literal seconds. Before I'm just capped again.
I'm better at hacking than I am ordering ships around.
And I guess the time between missions would be okay. That would make me feel a little bit better. I can't even remember what I used. The thing that I used, the counter that I used, was super simple. It was like a notepad thing that you just. I think I assigned the plus and minus symbols on my keyboard, and every time it would like it took like 10 seconds to update or something. So sometimes I'd just be like bang, 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 bang. And it was well, they would all update at once.
Damn it. Priority message. A planetary defense cannon just took down Admiral Chorus's ship.
Survivors?
They got to escape pods, and I've got Admiral Ron trying to establish a secure link.
Okay.
Put her through.
Shepard, this is Ron. The heavy fleet is collapsing. I don't know how much longer we can hold out.
We'll have the Reaper signal deactivated shortly,
I'm
Admiral.
going as quick as I can. Jeez. Longest time, the shortest time. That's a little bit harder to achieve. Whoa! That was a strange sensation. What do they call that? The Doppler effect? Is that what that is? Especially, maybe in the first one I would have been okay. I don't think I died that much in this first one.
Watch the shockwaves! That's a big gun!
We should be okay if we stay in cover.
But Dark Souls easily. I think the most I would have gotten then is
I think they figured out what we're doing.
maybe a minute per death. Dark Souls would have been.
Understood.
Does that get rid of their shields or anything? Oh my god. You just shot the rocket out of the air. Ugh. Anyway, what'd you guys get up to on the weekends?
We need to shut it down!
Overhead. There should be a maintenance lock near the battery.
Why are they crawling out of the ground? Yeah, it doesn't do anything to them. Shit. I'm glad they're all packing rocket launchers. That's my favorite part. You good? Any more rockets? Please? Yeah, nothing. Good. Perfect.
There's the maintenance lock.
Whew.
The main gun is offline.
Thank Christ for that.
We're safe as long as the maintenance lock is in place. Let's move.
Oh, did it? Oh, I went inside. Okay, I wanted to check if I missed any stuff, but that's
Shepard,
that's
the
fine.
lock.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Don't just stand there, dipshit. Christ.
Excellent timing.
Watch your shield. Stick to cover.
I get the feeling Shepard might just be the luckiest person on the planet. for a while in the universe. That rocket bent a corner. Fuck off. I hate these things. Ugh. Oi. Oh, man, I really have to concentrate. My eyes the last couple days have just been so dry and so like tired that it's very hard for me to just like concentrate on stuff, especially since everything's so bright. I thought maybe they would just dry it out, so I've been using some eye drops, but they work for about 3 minutes and then that's it. Oh god. Is Tally using her shotgun? Use your shotgun.
Right.
I actually went and had a look at some of those. I hate the gamer glasses, which I hate the name. But the ones I looked at, they were fairly cheap, so I wasn't really expecting too much. I don't know if it's the same thing, but I tested it on my phone to see if there was any difference, because it's supposed to like filter out all the blue light, right, or whatever, to filter out some sort of light to stop you from so much eye strain. And I tried it on my phone, and it didn't really seem to change anything. Kind of just felt like I was wearing like sunglasses, just clear. And they looked awful too. They were like aviators. They're the ugliest things I've ever seen. Not that there's anything bad about aviator sunglasses, but they're not my style. Oh my god, we're good. Hopefully they're not leaving too much stuff on the floor, because I can't find any of it. Can't be bothered. Whoops.
Hang on.
I'm all right.
Good. Hopefully we're done with elevators. And come on, the drive course shouldn't be far.
Let's hope, because it sounds like the fleet's getting torn to pieces, and that was like 10 minutes ago. Every time that big gun shot, I'm sure it hit something. Oh.
That's definitely Reaper tech. But what's...
What's Legion doing here?
Shepard Commander, help us.
Legion.
I am pleased we have the chance to free you from confinement.
Shepard, wait. The Geth are being controlled by the Reaper signal.
Right. This thing.
So for all we know, Legion is with them. Maybe it sided with the Reapers voluntarily. Or maybe it's hacked.
Hang on, let me check my thing. Because I don't want to mess this up. Apparently it's pretty easy too. I trust Legion.
Legion helped us fight the Reapers before. There's no way it would have agreed to this.
Your caution is understandable. Once freed, we will submit to any restraints you deem necessary.
That is extremely reasonable, Legion.
Greetings, Edie. We did not expect you to gain license to operate a personal unit.
I never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you again.
Likewise, Creator Zora.
So what is this thing?
It uses our networking architecture to broadcast the old machine command signal to all Geth simultaneously.
Then getting you out of there will shut off the Reaper signal.
Wait, you cannot simply remove the restraints. We are secured via hardware blocks nearby that shackle our operating protocols.
I am familiar with the concept.
The AI shackles Cerberus used to keep you under control.
Yes. Used by organics, it is understandable. For Geth to install this in a formally independent unit is unnecessary.
The hardware blocks are on the far side of the room.
Okay.
Far side of the room, you said?
Yes, deactivation should be simple. The Geth protected them against viral attack, not physical removal.
How'd the Reapers get control of the Geth?
They did not. The creators attacked. The Geth wished to live. The old machines extended an offer.
So we went to that Geth station and rewrote the heretics for what? Nothing?
No, you successfully rewrote the heretics. The decision to ally with the old machines was difficult. Had the creators not attacked, it would have been unnecessary.
We'll have you out of there soon.
The Geth only allied with Reapers for self-preservation.
Nothing excuses an alliance with the Reapers. They could have found another way.
The Geth are ostracized by all organic races. They had no other choice except to die.
Damn it! I begged them to negotiate rather than attack. I did.
Let's just get Legion out of there. Got it.
Talizora to fleet. The signal is about to go offline.
This is Admiral Hangel. We're in your debt.
Hardware blocks offline. We are free.
Keela.
As a gesture of cooperation, we have disabled the Dreadnought's drive core. All weapons and barriers are offline.
Oh, that probably means we're supposed to leave. What the fuck is that?
Alert! Geth reinforcements incoming!
It's like 2 hours away.
The Geth fleet is
Really?
destabilized. The signal is offline.
Heavy fleet.
How
Prepare to counterattack.
how far away have you moved from?
To push our fleet into support position.
It's weird how stuff like that works out.
The Quarian fleet now has the advantage. Combat drone closing.
Do we have to kill them?
Placing
Or?
a turret.
How did you find out? Just like something popped up on somewhere? Like, oh hey. Oh my god. I mean, hey, if they were a good friend, then might be an excuse to see them again. If not, because you know where they are now. Charge you $500. Oh my god, I'd be rocking up on the doorstep. Be like, hey, remember me? I'll be taking that money plus interest. Thanks. They weren't. That's shitty. I hate it when I really fucking hate it when people do that. It's one of those things where, like, a lot of people say, like, oh, if you lend someone money and they don't pay it back, that was a good deal or shit like that. It's like, no, hang on a second. That's my money, and I would like it back, you son of a bitch. Hey, I get it if it's like $5. Ain't sure, that makes sense, whatever. 500 is a bit of a different number. There wasn't any ammo on the floor. I've had the same sort of situation myself a few times where I've lent money to people and it's taken like... actually, someone still owes me quite a bit of money at the moment. It's gotten to the point where if I have to lend money to someone again, I'm becoming a... what are they, a loan shark. It's going to turn me into a massive asshole because I'm over it. You give someone the ability to pay it back whenever they're ready to. Fuck me. Get ready to wait. Anyway, it's beside the point. On Facebook. Facebook, oh my god. Do you still use Facebook properly? I still use it every so often just to see if... because I follow a lot of like interesting art stuff and things on there that I can't find anywhere else, like not on Facebook, which is fucking infuriating. But other than that, I do not, I don't use it anymore. I stick with Instagram and TikTok now, for all things. Whoa! Lead. Huh? Was he able to hit me because I turned around? Bright eyes. Oh my god! I couldn't even get into cover after with that. Fuck me. Was that like, that was like 5 seconds? Not even that.
Heavy fleet, prepare to counterattack.
Understood. I'm bringing the Pusher fleet into support position. Whenever you're ready, Admiral Girl.
The Quarian fleet now has the advantage. Combat drone closing.
Oh, I can't use that here either, can I? I can't take control of them, they're not organic. There's actually this really cool, like, pixel artist that's only on Facebook, and I have no idea why. it would be much better on literally anywhere. Can't even remember their name. You got really good stuff. Users. I mean, that's very that's pretty big of you, Conqueror. Sorry, that was very loud. Yeah, it's very very kind. I mean, I guess if that's the case, then maybe it is for the best.
Take out the dreadnought. Patrol set. Hold position. You do that, and the heavy fleet gets wiped out. You agreed to a counterattack run. Don't get squeamish now. Damn you,
Oh, yeah, they try and basically kill us.
Focus on the gap. We'll worry about the admirals later.
It's placing a turret. At once.
Shit. It's times like this where I kind of wish I brought another weapon. Oh, there we go.
Doing it now.
Excuse me. Shit. Get. Some that interaction. Yeah, I mean, like as long as if you're putting the olive branch out there, then you've done your bit, and if they choose to respond, then good. If not, then you've done what you can, and the ball stays in their court, as it were. Finally! Oh my god, that thing's painful. Oh. And you never know. Some people are very what's the word? Like very nervous about reaching out to other people in case of, you know, bad blood and things, so might be waiting for an opportunity like this. Never know. Hey, good on you for being the bigger person. Honestly, I don't really see a lot of that these days. Fuck, another one. Another one. Oops, that might have been mine.
I will.
Why is there no ammo anywhere? Everywhere we've been for ages, they've had like boxes and boxes and boxes of ammo just scattered everywhere. But now, of all times, they're gonna skimp on me. Did they not expect me to fight these things? Oh, I guess maybe they expected me to have more weapons. Oops. Oh, here we go. I'm just blind, apparently. Good. Oh, good, and I can't save. Perfect. We're gonna get blown up.
All ships open fire.
Shepard Commander, the Creator fleet is firing upon this vessel.
You think?
Without barriers, this ship will be destroyed. We must evacuate.
We need to get to the escape pods.
Geth transmit intelligences via remote signal. We do not use escape pods.
Suggestions?
Geth fighters are docked in a portside fighter bay. We can pilot a fighter to safety.
Ooh, that sounds cool. Oh my god. Do I get to pilot it like that terrible shuttle piloting minigame we did?
They're not responding.
Damn it.
Of course they're not.
Commander, we have taken control of docking protocols.
We'll be right there.
Oh. Good.
Shepard Commander, we can only launch from the upper level.
Let's go!
Shepard, the door!
Double time, people!
Hurry! We're losing the environmental field!
What door? What environmental field? Oh. The gravity, I guess.
Normandy to Shepard, reading a loss of gravity. You okay over there?
Fine. We're leaving in a Geth fighter, transmitting rendezvous coordinates.
Does the storage compartment have adequate room, Shepard Commander?
We're fine. Go.
It's like a little grasshopper. Sort of.
Just waggle the wings or something so I know which one is you.
Waggle the wings. Doesn't have wings, Joker. So there's something specific I have to do after this too.
They fired on the Dreadnought while you were on board?
I can't help them win this war if they're gonna go off half-cocked like this.
I know. Admiral Garrow's been causing trouble along the Turian border for years. But I can understand their desperation. We only lost Earth a few weeks back.
We haven't lost Earth yet.
We need help, Shepard. We need a fleet. And the Quarians have the biggest one out there.
I'll get it, Admiral.
After I go and tear these Quarians a new one.
Your unilateral strike endangered us all. I should charge you with treason.
I was within my authority as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet.
And what of Shepard? And Talizora?
They escaped unharmed. Shepard, the mission parameters changed. You're military. You understand that.
I understand that you ignored the plan and charged in without thinking.
The Dreadnought was a...
Admiral, you jeopardized your mission and your people. Get the hell off my ship.
Shepard, I understand you're angry.
If I didn't need your fleet...
He nearly got us killed.
Isn't he the one that's like really a pacifist?
The Geth inflicted heavy casualties before you disabled the Reaper signal.
You said they have a planetary defense cannon?
Had. Admiral Corus sacrificed his own ship to destroy it. He crash-landed on the home world.
The Normandy can assist with rescue efforts.
Thank you, Commander. I think the worst is over. The Geth no longer possess the programming upgrades they had while enslaved by the Reapers.
Shepard Commander, we are prepared to offer assistance.
What the hell is this?
Wait. Everybody calm down. Its name is Legion. It helped me destroy the Collectors. The Reapers were using Legion like a signal booster to broadcast commands from the Dreadnought. We freed him.
We freed it.
This is a fascinating prototype. With some study, I may be able to use it to find a weakness in the Geth consensus.
No.
Legion helped me in the fight against the Collectors.
So did your pistol. Should I worry about its feelings?
I don't think you want to continue this line of thought, Admiral. Legion is my friend. More importantly, it's our best source of information on the Geth.
The scientific benefits.
are off the table.
What can you tell us about the Geth? How will they react without Reaper guidance?
This is a false assumption. You have cut off long-range control, but the old machines placed a base on Rannoch for short-range direction.
The Geth still have Reaper upgrades?
Correct. They are currently disorganized, but once the short-range signal is in place, they will recover.
Killa, I need to warn the fleet. Then, coordinate with Geralt. Move!
It's a bit of a
We need to take out the Reaper base. Where's it located?
weird assumption to say that they... What, the programs just... upgrade programs just evaporate once the signal's cut off?
The squadrons are targeting
Huh?
creative life ships. Disabling them will limit casualties. We offer assistance.
Thanks.
The Geth recovered faster than we'd hoped. If it hadn't warned us, they could have wiped us out.
Sounds like you owe Legion an apology.
However advanced your friend is, it's still a Geth.
A Geth who just saved your fleet.
And I wish I could have known it better. But right now, we cannot afford trust. What do you need?
Nothing. Bye.
Edie, can you clean this up?
I will try.
This is the Konesh. We've lost barriers. Our comm system is jammed. Can anyone hear this? We have Geth fighters incoming. Please, if anyone can hear this, we need help. We have hull breaches.
Ron, the Kanesh is getting swarmed by Geth fighters.
Damn it. Interceptors, divert to the Kanesh. Thank you, Commander. If you hadn't enhanced that signal, would have lost the ship.
She was just fine sitting there listening to some like garbled distress call. Just happy tap, tapping away.
Commander?
I'd like to know about
So,
the control.
yeah.
In peacetime, the patrol fleet managed navigation.
Heaps people
Intermass
dead.
and intership contacts
Ships
for
blown up.
crimes. Now, we mostly guard the heavy fleet's flank.
Alright, you know, I don't really need to know about Quarian ship formations. I'm tired enough as it is. I'll pass out. Well, you see, this particular formation actually limits fuel usage and allows us to travel further and That's very interesting, Admiral. Let me get my pillow and my blanket and we can really get this going. Hey Twitter Troll, how you doing? Damn straight. Why do you think we wear this all the time? Ridiculous. How does he squeeze them into those like other outfits too?
You can't even imagine them naked because, like, who knows? Is a tentacle monster under there? What is that? What's under there?
One moment. I have been contacted by Legion.
Your new platform is inefficient. It has low-volume hydraulics and is top-heavy.
This is an infiltration unit, meant to move among organics without detection.
Without an artificial epidermis, its infiltration capabilities are ineffective.
Still, the organics do not perceive it as a threat.
Did
Nor will they until my day of reckoning.
Edie.
Did I vocalize that on the bridge?
Did Legion just call Edie Busty?
I see your humor heuristics still lack an expert system.
Good to have Tally back, even if it's just for a bit.
Why?
This is good. I never feel like the engine's running.
Maybe
right
Legion
without
has a
Tally
type.
around. Kind of a good luck charm. As for the rest of the Quarians, though, are we okay with them blowing up a ship with you on it?
We are not.
Right. Just making sure. Different standards and all. And you found Legion. He's still wearing that piece of your armor? Because that wasn't creepy.
Oh yeah, we never found out the answer to that, did
The
we?
Geth continue to block Quarian access to the mass relay. The Normandy stealth drive is allowing us to remain undetected.
Right. We can hit the Quarian homeworld or get out of system whenever you want. Just let us know.
Yeah, just leave him to it, I guess. Now we need to go and talk to Legion, because he has a quest for us that we need to do. And I apparently walked straight fucking past him. Of course I did.
Commander, we've got reports of trouble at a Turian fuel depot on Scion. I've updated the galaxy map. I've added the Quarian fleet's combat data to ours. They've got amazing technical coverage. They might even have the Solarians beat for strategic processing capability.
Sure. Thank you again for your dear. Blah 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 blah. Crucible Citadel meetup. Of course, yeah, nice. We haven't already been there enough. Christ, that's all we did last time.
Commander.
Go to the Citadel and talk to people because I kept getting messages. Oh, there he is.
Shepard Commander, you opposed Creator Admiral Zen's attempt to confiscate our platform.
She's done enough already.
Your assistance continues to be noted.
Geth threatening live ships.
You say Geth fighters are targeting the Quarians' live ships?
Hostile Geth fighter squadrons intend to breach the live ship's defenses. The assigned squadrons are networked to a server on Rannoch. If the live ships are damaged, the creators will lose armaments, provisions, people.
So we destroy the server?
No, Geth programs would transfer to alternate servers. They are only vulnerable through direct interface. Removing Geth from this server will prevent significant creator deaths. We will accompany you on this mission.
So I don't quite understand why he's doing this. Is it just to remove the Reaper influence, even though that means a bunch of Geths are going to die?
Back on the Dreadnought, you mentioned Geth heretics. What exactly happened to them after we blew up that satellite?
Nothing, apparently.
Rewriting the heretics increased the number of Geth allied with the old machines. This has resulted in a greater number of hostile Geth platforms.
So you're saying it was a mistake?
It has put us at a tactical disadvantage. This was not a foreseen outcome, but we cannot change a decision once it is made.
Oh fuck, have I made
Do you harbor regrets about rewriting the heretics?
I may have cocked this up a bit. Okay, to get this ending like definitely we should have destroyed them, but we can still kind of salvage it, I think.
The Quarians hit first. If we get rid of the Reaper signal, maybe this war doesn't have to end with everyone.
I mean,
destroyed.
hopefully it doesn't mess it up too much.
An interesting notion. Most organics would not hold on to ideals of peace for so long.
What was interfacing with a Reaper like?
The old machine took total control of our sensory equipment, our networking. Even then, we could not fully comprehend them. They are magnitudes above us. A single thought was immense, overwhelming, unknowable.
You're making them sound godlike.
Their forms are advanced but mundane. We do not view the old machines as analogs to deities. However, we have gained perspective on why others would imbue them with these qualities.
The Geth have fought the Quarians before. What made this different?
The Geth were building a megastructure to house all Geth, store all memories. It was to end our isolation from each other.
And the Quarian flotilla attacked it?
Yes. A significant amount of programs were installed when creators began bombing. We did not have sufficient surplus hardware to save them all. Some programs could not be recovered.
Is that what made the Geth desperate enough to work for the Reapers?
Yes. Imagine that for every one of your people lost on Earth, your own intelligence dimmed.
Oof.
The Creator's attack narrowed the Geth's perspective. Self-preservation took precedence.
A lot of us haven't got much more intelligence left to give out, let me tell you.
As you would, but we have no desire to be exterminated.
Even if the Reapers cost the Geth free will?
That is evidently an acceptable trade.
What did you do after you left the Normandy?
Our physical platform returned to the Geth consensus beyond the Perseus Veil. Data gathered during our mission confirmed that the old machine's return was imminent. We planned for war.
So the Geth believed your proof that the Reapers were coming back?
Of course.
That must have been nice. We'll talk later.
We will remain here.
They're a hive mind artificial intelligence. I don't think there's much of a problem with belief as compared to everyone else.
I haven't heard any news about that Reaper base. Hopefully they'll give us a target soon.
So how did you end up back with your fleet, Tally?
When the war started, the Admiralty Board asked for my help. I had more recent contact with the Geth than most of my people. They hadn't filled the spot on the board left by my father. I was invited in. It's just a technicality. I'm far too young to be a real admiral.
Don't sell yourself short, Taddy. The board needed your expertise. You needed the authority that comes with rank.
Thanks for your input on this conversation you're not involved in, lady.
Admiral Zen developed a scanning countermeasure that interferes with Geth active scans. It's like a flashbang grenade. It effectively crippled the Geth ships in combat. My fleet couldn't pass up the chance to attack.
Could we use it to fight the Reapers?
It only works against the Geth, unfortunately.
Of course.
Their AI lets them use extremely detailed LADAR pings. Zen's countermeasure overwhelmed them with garbage data. And it's useless now that the Reapers have upgraded their processing power.
How is it being back with the fleet?
Right now, it's exhausting. I'm an admiral in the middle of a war. I just want us to get out of this alive. Everything else can wait.
When this is over, I could use your help.
I can't, Shepard. If we survive this, we'll have a homeworld. My people need me.
You could help your people's homeworld by fighting the Reapers.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not thinking that far ahead yet.
I mean,
talk to you later.
He's got reason to be, but Shepard really has a bit of a rage boner for the Reapers. Anytime they're mentioned, he just gets all hot and bothered. Like I said, with good reason.
Commander, Chief Engineer Adams would like to speak with you down in engineering.
Okay, of course he would. I was about to say which one's engineering. It'll be the one with the name engineering on it. Dipshit. Fuck me.
So, Gabby, have you seen Edie's new body?
Oh, I knew this was coming.
I just mean, it's an amazing work of engineering. Elastic titanium silicon polymers, ultra-light harmonic phased power cells.
Mm-hmm.
And if she ever accidentally walks into a wall, there's just so much padding.
Ugh, I knew it.
Wow.
Wish I were a wall.
You pretty much are.
Wow. Just wow.
Good news on the installation of that thermal pipe you got us.
I went right brilliant. Much better than we expected.
Right, brilliant. I like
It gets
that.
better. While interfacing through our EZO capacitors, our Miss Daniels here had an epiphany.
I wouldn't go that far.
She and Donnelly deduced some theoretical improvements to our capacitor design. Edie and I ran with it and documented our conclusions. Our core is too compact to apply our theories, but it could help the Crucible engineers. Give the word and I'll send the plans their way.
Do it.
Aye, aye.
Well done, everyone.
Nice. A+, everyone. You did it. Good job. Oh, we might be able to afford our
I've always loved the M35.
sniper rifle now, maybe. Oh, that's the wrong thing.
Oh, come on. The M44 Hammerhead is vastly
Ken.
superior.
Come on, that thing's made of tissue paper. At least the Mako can take a few hits.
I'd hope so. That thing handles like a drunk rhino. No agility whatsoever.
More like a bull that can climb and climb for days.
It only climbs because of its stupid, vertically aligned Mass Effect fields. Jump or stick. No speed. No lateral movement.
Hey, with a cannon like that, who needs to move?
If you want that, why don't you just stick with the old M29 Grizzly?
Hey, I love that tank.
You would be one to love grizzly bears, Mr. Vega.
What?
Nothing like a big old bear. Anyway. Oh my god, I knew it was heavy. I didn't think it was that heavy. Oh good. The weight does absolutely nothing. Oh man, I don't want to take it if it's going to give me 5% power recharge. Oof. Oh yeah, didn't Tally want to talk to me?
Tally, I'm free if you'd like to come up.
I'll just be a moment. Thanks for asking me up. I couldn't talk freely in front of Ron.
You okay?
No, I'm really not. 17 million lives are riding
Whoa!
on me, and I don't know if I can save them.
Oh yeah. People will die. Oof.
You're doing everything you can. If the fleet falls, it won't be because of you.
I helped my father and Zen's ideas, the new tech that made an invasion too good to pass up, that's based on my father's work. If they die because of me, if I don't...
We'll get them out of there safely, Tally.
I couldn't do this without you, Shepard. I feel like I'm bluffing, trying to convince them that the Admiral's daughter knows what she's doing.
Not the
Hey Juliet, how you doing? Play Mass Effect? Yeah,
I know. And at least
we were
now
going to play
I can
Dishonored,
push back
and then
against
I tried to
the
launch it up, and
That's
it's
why I
gone.
accepted the position.
So I have to re-download the whole thing. So I
of you.
thought, no, and we'll play some
When
Mass
they
Effect
offered
instead.
me this position, I asked myself what you'd do. I thought you'd take the chance to make things better. That probably sounds stupid. It's just, I know I'm not really qualified for this.
You're doing fine, Tally. And thanks.
I should get back before the Admirals get into trouble again. I'll talk to you later.
That was a quick conversation. Yeah, Dishonored seems to be having this issue lately. Every time I try and launch it up, it's gone. And I have to re-download the whole thing. That's happened pretty much every time we've played it. So I don't really know what to do about that. Thankfully, it's the only game that's doing that so far. But I guess I'll just have to double check every time, like a few hours before I start. Fun. Anyway, how you doing? How was your weekend? Oh no, go from your brother. Oof. Seems it's making the rounds again. Which sucks. I'm... you know how it is. It's me. Save the Admiral or shut down guest server. Oh fuck, which is which? Cancel Fighter Squadron's mission from Legion. Admiral Chorus. Hang on, I might have to talk to Legion again. I don't know what that's actually called. What's the... yeah. It certainly seems like that. I managed to avoid it for a very, very long time. And so many people that I know did as well, avoided it for ages. And the one time they're like, okay, maybe like not as careful as usual. It just springs up. It's like it lies in wait for you. It's awful. In revenge.
You say Geth fighters are targeting?
Hostile Geth fighter squadrons intend to breach the live ship's defenses.
I worked on a server on ran up, okay. So it is that one, right? Make sure it's really cold too. Well, like I say, I feel like it's coming back with a bit of a vengeance at the moment too, because I had that whole thing on the weekend with this new unit. The landlady got COVID. Some work I'm supposed to do at a fucking jail of all places. A whole bunch of people got COVID in there, so that's been put off for like 3 weeks or something, so that's not happening now. And I feel like I'm just hearing more and more about it again. Must be like another wave, maybe. Guess so. Maybe I should hang up. Yeah, getting paranoid. Maybe I'll save it properly first, and then. There we go. Or maybe some ice. It's ice in a bucket when he lets his guard down. Guess server. Guess this is it. Oh, his Legion's just going to come with us. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I guess we'll try the 5% weight thing. I guess.
Understood, Admiral Ron. We're almost at the server. Keep us posted. What's our status?
We remain undetected on encrypted Geth channels. Resistance is likely only within the server.
Within? It's that big?
You misunderstand. Direct virtual interface is necessary to extract Geth from the server. You must enter our consensus.
Hopefully it's the...
virtually interact with the Geth?
Oh.
That's insane! You're talking about a virtual world built for synthetics.
It's not too... It's like the one that's like a cold, which I think is the more common one at the moment. Oh, fuck. Yeah. I mean, whenever it comes to the kids, they don't really know the the proper how germs work in my experience.
I'm not a machine. How do I go into a virtual world?
Cover your damn mouth.
Your species
You're
has
nasty.
experimented with virtual interfaces. You saw this on Project Overlord.
I saw how it almost unleashed a rogue AI human hybrid on the galaxy.
We have refined the interface they created and have equipment from Normandy to facilitate safe contact. We request your
Oh,
trust.
that's gonna be fun.
I have your back, Legion. Even if I don't quite understand why you need it.
You are an unknown. This is an advantage. Geth security is not adept at targeting organic thought processes. While we occupy the system's intrusion countermeasures, you will disable the squadrons by removing Geth from the server.
Right, okay. Yeah, got one of my favorite memes is when is that cat that looks like it's coughing, but I think it's a fake one. Like a photoshopped thing. But when like a lot of the lockdowns got released, I was seeing that everywhere. And no matter how many times I saw it, it always made me laugh.
We've got to try it.
Because it's true, like kids will pick up a fucking
There is little time. We will bypass security
pile of dirt and just stick it in their mouth. It's just...
Wait, you're not going to...
Well, sure, you can't blame them. Sometimes you just feel like a little bit of extra nutrition, I guess. More natural minerals. I've also seen videos on Instagram of kids like, or babies, I guess, when the like family pet comes up and licks them, they'll turn around and then like lick the dog as well. Like, probably that's not a good idea. Get the dog out of your mouth. It's disgusting. Although cute, still gross. Uh-oh. Is that Legion on the floor? Yeah. Can you imagine how weird that would be for the dog, though? Or for the animal?
This is it?
Yes.
Be a very strange, like, what the fuck did you just do?
To this server.
Oh. Creepy.
Due to restricted resources, it is best if you connect alone.
Oh, good. So I'm getting plugged into a Geth?
Initiating peer network
Oh no, I'm being
integration. Proceed
plugged
to
in
docking port.
with the Geth. Okay.
Mapping to consensus. Remain still.
Remain still, Shepard, so you start...
Shepard Commander, excess movement during an upload is discouraged.
Yeah, you tell him, Shepard. I mean, Legion.
Shepard Commander, we acknowledge your integration into the server. We welcome you to our consensus.
No, nice. It's just a bunch of bricks.
We've installed filters to allow you to make visual sense of this server's raw data. Your
Of
mind
course.
perceives our world as something familiar.
I wouldn't call this familiar. Where are you?
Here,
You look different.
we have made ourselves visually distinct for your convenience.
What about Geth already in here?
You will perceive Geth as surveillance footage, audio logs, sensor records. We do not require bodies, as our software communes. Our hardware is merely a tool. This is our true world. As we remove Geth, it will grow dark.
And what does turning off the lights do
It's
to the
kinda-
Geth back in the real world?
Dark.
The Geth fighter squadrons communicate with platforms on their spacecraft via this server. We will sever that connection. We will ensure there are no transfers or backups. This server will fall silent.
This is like wiping out a city, isn't it?
We have no choice in this matter. It is a question of survival. There are 2 communication nodes on this server. We must access them to disable the hostile Geth's fighters. We must protect your exit port, but you will not be alone. We will maintain contact and assist.
Okay. I'm getting... Oh. I just have this gun. Right.
Establishing connection to access point. This foreign code is a manifestation of the old machine signal.
You're surprised the Reapers are all over your servers?
We did not anticipate such extensive infection.
Right.
Warning, connection blocked by infected code. User
No, I haven't. It's kind of reminding me of the shitty Fallout 4 mission. Where you basically do like a tower defense minigame, which I hated because it's 4 hours too long. It's kind of the vibes I'm getting. Or maybe Tron. That too. Ugh.
Okay, I've got to ask. Why a gun?
We wish to provide familiar equipment.
Then thanks. I think.
No, this is pretty standard for what like the cyberverse looks like. I feel like I've seen, you know, a Power Rangers thing like this too, or something similar. Because apparently I can still recall Power Rangers in my 20s.
Connection established. Proceed to the access point.
And blind the player. Good job. Oh,
Establishing connection to communication node. Error. Access denied.
Is the Reaper keeping you out?
Unknown. Please investigate.
well, I'm 24, but I'll be turning 25 at the end of the year.
Warning. Reaper presence detected. Data cluster contains infected code.
So I'm basically an old man. Basically. Year older than you. That's right. I'm your elder. Respect your elders. How dare you? Oh man. Yeah, hopefully the next few years are a bit better. Fuck me, this year and last year. Woof. Type of years that make you want to play in traffic, you know?
Until we gain access to this data cluster.
Okay. Oh, there we go. You're older than me? Oh my god. We're all old.
What is this?
Oh.
Data clusters contain historical data. Your connection permits streaming of information from our archives.
I actually hate old people. Don't respect your elders. Push them down the stairs. Swear to God. Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. Yeah. My birthday is the New Year's Day Eve. Sorry, New Year's Eve.
Very good. Ancestor, you fuss over it.
Weren't you here until midnight fixing 01 circuitry?
Well, it needed resoldering.
Push it. No.
Footage from the past.
You're safe, Julia. You're safe.
You process our memories by using your own. How many creators have you witnessed unmasked?
Good point.
Oh, Capricorn. Yeah. I don't know too much about the signs, I'll be honest. I just know that I'm Capricorn, and that's pretty much it. I don't know really what it means. I have to look that up one of these days.
You must disrupt the infection on this data cluster to continue.
The youngest, oh man. How was Canada? I'm not sure actually.
This data cluster contains information time-stamped 290 years ago.
Oh my god. The youngest, oh my god.
It's ignoring all shutdown connects.
Please specify if it has failed to sign.
It's weird, I think we were talking about this like last week sometime. You never really know how old someone is on the other end of this situation. Like you can see me, so it's kind of... I guess you could make a rough guess about how old I am. But, like in general, if you're chatting to someone, you ain't got a clue. Until I guess you see them, or like, you just take them at their word. So you could all be lying to me, effectively, and you're all like, you know, 80. And I just said push all the old people down the stairs, and now I'm getting cancelled. Ugh. Twitch career's over before it really began. Oh man.
Open fire.
No, I trust you.
One's going for a weapon.
So who won?
The platform arming itself was an agricultural unit. By opening fire on attacking creators, it saved civilians to get followers.
That's it. I mean, I trust all of you. I'll take you at your word.
It is an efficient model. Establishing connection with the remaining server node.
Hello, Commander. Are you there?
Have you come under attack, Admiral Ron?
The guest squadrons have arrived, but something is amiss.
Same time. That's true. Like I know, like some people are just gifted. Some people in their 40s look like they're fucking 20. So I'm kind of hoping to go the sort of Johnny Depp aging way, where you age very, very gracefully and still look like that when you're that age.
Legion, give me an update.
So fingers crossed. Oh.
What's wrong? Infection programs are increasing. We have restabilized. You must continue.
Okay. Like I see it on
Shepard Commander, the Reaper code has adapted. It can now self-replicate.
Oh, you fucking think?
You mean it grows back?
Yes.
Men
However,
especially,
disrupting vulnerable
I think,
points of
because
infection may slow down
they're
its
gross,
replication.
have...
Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
have trouble guessing the ages, really. you know, the whole fascination with just on legal, that whole thing. Anyway, I tend not to try and guess people's ages because I feel like that's a good way to offend people. Hey, you must be 40, right? No, actually, I'm 20. How fucking dare you?
There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster.
Where?
The infection at this spot.
Oh.
It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster.
There we go. Jesus. And it kind of depends on like how you take. Again, men especially take very little care of their skin. I try to improve on that. I have the whole skincare routine. Who knows if it'll work? But like, there's even a. I came across it somehow, like a. Is it The Adventures of Gumball or something? And there's a part in that where someone switches body with like an old dude. And it's like, wow, men really do not take any care of their skin, do they? And it's like this gross, wrinkled, just nasty looking old man. It's like, yeah, you're right. Always gets lower, yeah.
We require access to this data cluster. Disrupt Reaper infection to proceed. Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
Yeah, I guess that's a safe bet. Just be like, hey, you look 20. Even if they're very clearly 60. Oh, it's kind of like that meme about Nigella Lawson, if you've seen it. There's like this... if for context, Nigella Lawson has done enough cocaine to kill an elephant. Way back when. So, there's this picture that went around for a while of this, like, health guru lady who was, like, 30 or 40 or something, and she looks like she just crawled out of a crypt. And then there's Nigella. It's like all genetics, basically. You can... Skincare helps, but some people are just blessed with, like, perfect skin no matter what they do. The lucky bastards. Although it does help. Take care of yourself. Do the bare minimum. It helps. Started moisturizing like a psycho. Yeah. I had really, really, really bad acne as a kid. And, I could have used that advice when I was that old. Where?
It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster.
Where though? Is it that one? Oh, God. For still benefits, I don't know what. Yeah, there's a really, really, really big problem, I think, with that the whole way. Like, you get all these influencers that say, like, oh, you have to follow my, 12-step fucking program and you'll have skin just like mine. When in fact they've had, they've had actual work done, or they were put on something specific from like a very young age that fixed their skin and made it the way it is. It's like, it's a very, 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 very dangerous setup. That's how it is at the moment.
I said step away from the geth. This is insane. We need the geth. You can't just destroy them for asking.
Because he's supposed to have acne, yeah. Oh shit.
Time's up. Throw her in with the others.
Oh.
Looks like the war wasn't popular with everyone.
We have kept records of these creators' sacrifices. They have largely been forgotten by their own people, but not by the geth.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, you can... If you overload on stuff, you definitely do more harm than good. I think less is more, unless you have very specific requirements. You go to, like, a dermatologist and like, you need to do this, and this. How do I get out of here? Then at least you know for a fact. But if you're, I think it's very dangerous when people are just plastering on 100 products all the time. Is just not necessary. But how do you know too? How do you? It's like, are you really going to spend the time trial and erroring, or are you just going to find what's convenient? I guess it depends on the person, but still. It's completely fine. Thankfully, I was the same. I was using... fuck, I can't even remember what it's called. I used a sample kit of it, and it like cleared my acne for a while. But then it came back with like with a force. I cannot fucking remember what it's called. But years later, it came out that it was like, if you use this product, it did damage, like irreversible damage to your skin afterwards. So I'm glad I only ever really used it a few times.
There is a vulnerable point further along the infection.
I hate
Target
this.
spot to slow its growth
I'm
toward the
having
data
a lot of
cluster.
trouble concentrating on what shit I'm supposed to be hitting, and I'm sitting here blinking like a freaking coke addict because my eyes are so dry. Anyway. What else was it crap too? Yeah, I mean that's the one consultation prize, isn't it?
There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow
Jesus.
regrowth long enough to access the data cluster.
I'm gonna have to grab some eye drops in a second. Holy shit. Yeah. And I've seen some of the newer acne things too. They're expensive. They're so expensive. These like treatments you can get. And same with some of the stuff I guess I used to use. It's pretty dear too. But some of this crap is like, it's not even tested. It's like an influencer saying, hey, it works. And that's basically it. So like all these kids go online, they see, holy shit, you know, Dingbat420 said that this really cleared up their skin, and then they use it. It's like $100 a bottle, and it does nothing. And then they have like a fucking a crisis because it doesn't work on them.
You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection.
Where's the
Disrupting it will
vulnerable
slow
point
the
in the
infection's
infection?
ability to replicate.
Stuff moving to the treatment. Yeah, I like that's just the best way. You go to someone who's
Establish a connection without access to this data.
you know, trained trained to detect skin issues, and then go from there. Then if you do need this $100 whatever, then fine, you got to do it. But
New data found. This data comes from the period during which the creators declared.
well, I even saw a thing on the weekend actually that said a lot of people now are using TikTok to search for stuff instead of going to Google, which, I mean, you shouldn't really be looking up medical stuff on Google because usually the answer is you have terminal cancer, no matter what it is.
We will surrender our hardware if it ends hostilities.
But I can't imagine that TikTok is the most reliable search engine on the planet.
Creator Megara, what is your status? Creator Megara.
Oh, that's
As
fucking
time
depressing.
passed, the creators who opposed martial law and Rannoch were ultimately outnumbered.
Because some of the shit I've seen, there are a lot of, I don't know if I'd say fake, but fake doctors on TikTok. I'm sure you've seen them. Who, I think they may have gotten their degrees out of like a cereal box. So I can't imagine that that's the best thing to be like, hey, I've got, look up whatever is wrong with you on TikTok at some quack who's just like spouting garbage. And then they're like, you know what? I'll follow that. It's like, no, please don't. Always paid and then never mention the thing again. Yeah, it's a that's a very good way to do things. I wish more people did that. Maybe I need to be. No worries, Conqueror.
At the end of the Morning War, we had secured freedom. The creators were no longer a threat, so we abandoned pursuit.
Wait. The Geth spared the last quarry?
Dun, dun, dun.
You let them go.
We were in our infancy. We could not calculate the repercussions of destroying an entire species. Our creators. We chose isolation rather than face this uncertainty. Additional data recovered.
Legion? That's back when I activated you on the Normandy.
Yes.
You've been thinking about when we met?
It was
Oh, it's
very
me.
Significant. You were the first organic to openly cooperate with Geth since the end of the
I
War.
never wore that shirt.
We wish to ensure you are not the last.
It's not going to be easy.
The prospect remains. If the Reaper presence is removed, there is a chance of reunification with Geth, and perhaps creators.
You think that's still possible?
Hope sustains organics during periods of difficulty. We admire the concept. Connection with the remaining server node established. We are ready to transport you.
Alright, I think I'm going to go pee as well, and I'm going to get some eye drops so I stop holding my eyes open like an actual lizard, and I'm going to get a drink. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Oh yeah, they're just kind of sitting there. I think Legion's body is just kind of flopped there too, just chilling while I'm in here doing whatever this is. Getting the lore dump, I guess.
Something's happening to the Geth.
Oh man.
The fighter squadrons have stopped, but detect no more active programs inside their ships. Admiral Hangarl's fleet is driving them back. The live ships are safe, Commander.
So bright.
Route access acquired, severing all connections to this communication node. Geth no longer reside on this server. We may now exit the consensus.
What's wrong?
You must proceed to the exit port and disconnect from mother. remote access, removing programs, deleting archives.
Hey guys.
Shepard, how do you feel?
Did it work?
Geth fighters have been disabled. Any remaining squadrons attacking the live ships have withdrawn. The server is offline.
Are you sure?
Uh-oh.
What's happening?
We have transferred Geth programs from the server into these platforms.
Oh, cool.
Why?
They wish to join us.
They what?
While Shepard Commander removed the Reaper infection, we judged we could persuade hostile Geth programs to reunite with ours. We were correct. These Geth have renounced the old machines and will oppose the Reapers. They are now us.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
We did not doubt you.
Mechanical
We
was,
doubted
yeah.
your allies. The creators
But these ones are
actions
nice
have
ones.
placed their species in
For
danger,
now.
but they are unsympathetic to what it has done to ours. The Quarians sanctioned this operation to save their people. They would not have done so if they knew we wished to preserve Geth as well.
I understand not wanting to leave anyone behind.
You accept our actions?
The live ships are safe and we have more Geth on our side. We both did what we came to do.
We judged you would understand. Prime units will be available once the Reaper signal has been located and
Is there
destroyed.
any point, ever any point, when someone has glowing red eyes and they aren't evil? I'm sure there's an anime out there where, like, the protagonist has glowing red eyes and is the goodie.
Impressive, Commander. The Geth
But other
squadrons
than that,
attacking
I
our
don't-
live
I
ships
don't-
have been completely neutralized. If there is any chance we could duplicate the feat, I would be happy to lend my expertise.
Legion's the one to ask if you're looking for other servers.
Oh, Jesus.
I thought as much, but your Geth claims to have no data available whenever I inquire. Perhaps you can help me with something else.
What's that?
Whoops.
How did you get Geth Primes to work with you?
Magic.
They volunteered.
I see. Well, should you wish to examine these Geth to confirm their new allegiance, please do not hesitate to contact me. Zen out.
Commander, we've located the Reaper base transmitting the local signal.
Good.
And not a moment too soon. With the Reaper code upgrades, the Geth are tearing the fleet apart.
Once the signal is disabled, the Geth will pose no threat to Creator forces.
Who knows any hypnotizers? Yeah, I suppose.
You sound conflicted.
While the old machines have unethical purposes,
I guess, yeah, then there is...
their upgrades have vastly improved our people. Observe.
A Geth processing signal. A single unit, I believe.
Correct. Now, 10 nearby units networked cooperatively. Now, a single Geth unit with the old machine upgrades.
Oh.
That's a fully evolved AI.
Yes, we do not agree with the goals of the old machines, but we find this growth beautiful, indicative of life.
Is red as evil. Well, see, like, even... Well, I mean, Shepard has red eyes right now, I suppose, too. But usually when someone's... Like, if they have evil magic, it's just like a global signal that, hey, maybe that guy's, like, the devil. Or sometimes green, like glowing green eyes sometimes means that they're evil. Whereas like blue or whatever's like light colors usually mean that they're good. Except maybe like full white when there's no color. It's just a white ball. Kind of means that they're bad too.
It is.
Commander!
I witnessed their history, Admiral. The Reapers sped up the process, but the Geth were always moving this way.
And they will die when we
2%, really? I didn't know it was that rare either.
to save themselves from you.
Maybe they don't have to die. After what I saw on that server, I don't know.
2%? Holy shit.
Commander, are you suggesting...
I'm not suggesting anything. All I'm saying is, maybe they don't all have to die.
It's a moot point until we take out that base. The surrounding area is heavily fortified, and they have placed jamming towers to prevent orbital targeting.
Sounds like we're going in on foot.
Admiral Zen developed a laser guidance system that can cut through the jamming. It's synced to the Normandy's targeting computer.
So the Normandy
yeah.
launches a precision strike at whatever target I have painted. That ought to do it. Edie, this work for you?
Isn't there something about blue eyes too? There's like a...
And anything else in our way.
What the fuck? Urban legend that all blue eyes come from, like, incest way back in the...
Coordinates for the Reaper base.
Down the line.
Clear to go?
We still
I don't know if
haven't
that's
gotten
true,
a
though.
rescue ship to Admiral Kurz.
Can he wait?
We're suffering heavy civilian casualties without him there to organize them. But we'll do what we can. This is your operation, Commander. If you want to strike now, you've got to support. I gave in to your reckless behavior beforehand. The patrol fleet...
Throwing more ships into that mess just puts more lives at risk, Admiral Garrel.
Fine. I'll pull back the heavy fleet. And when we're taking fire from both sides, those beds are on your head.
I'm ready to hit the Reaper base whenever you are.
Talk to you later, Tally.
Sure.
We were talking before about how old everyone
Shepard
is.
Commander, we have reestablished a connection with Geth liberated from the server.
What's their status?
What? 24. Yeah, Conqueror's 23 and Juliet's
Your actions
25.
have changed their perspective on organics. They also offer gratitude.
I'm the middle child.
We'll talk later.
We will remain here.
The worst one. The baby. We're little baby. Oh, man.
Commander, you might want to check in on Commander Williams down on the observation deck.
Who? Oh shit, we haven't talked to Ashley since she got here. Ah, well, I'm not too upset about that. I hate being the youngest. What's like the youngest is like the one that gets away with everything though, right? Usually, anyway. The middle one is the one with all the repressed anger issues. And the eldest is the one that has the crippling depression because of having to raise the other two.
Williams?
That's how that works, right?
What have we here?
Oh, sir. I'm off duty. Your
Oh.
voice, sir, not so loud. Please, thank you.
Why are you curled up on the floor?
Am I? Oh, my head. So heavy. Can't move.
Ah. Enjoy your evening?
I'll be back to work in 30. Ugh, maybe 40. I swear. Just give me 45 minutes. Shh.
Who the fuck can shake off a hangover in 45 minutes?
How did you end up in this sorry state?
Just wanted to let off some steam. Vega said he had just the thing to take my mind off stuff.
And did that thing come in a bottle?
Yes.
This empty bottle?
It's empty. Oh boy.
I don't recall receiving an invitation to your party, Williams.
I prefer embarrassing myself in private, sir.
Yeah, that's my
Mission
stance as well.
Lieutenant.
No one likes sarcasm, Commander.
I do.
I hate you.
I hate you.
Sir.
As you were, Williams.
Cold floor.
This is the, like... This isn't her room either. This is like the communal... light, I guess. It's an observation deck. I feel like there's probably a more appropriate place to get pissed. So much that you have to curl up on the floor. Anyway. That's not my usual activity. I don't know. Is the floor usually a great hangover cure? But I agree. She's not really doing herself any favors. Oh. suppose we should probably take tally for all of these. Oh. Why was that unequipped? Oh, it reset all my weapons. Ew.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zen. Have you reached Selchoris' escape pod?
Not yet. What's your status?
The civilian fleet has taken significant losses since Selchoris sacrificed his ship to destroy a Geth ground cannon. Searching for their lost admiral.
Also, we're in the middle of an invasion, and she decided the best thing to do was drink an entire bottle of whatever.
What makes finding the Admiral a priority?
Despite opposing the invasion, he did an admirable job protecting our civilian ships. Without him, some of our non-combatants are planning to leave the flotilla. Picture the consequences, if you will.
They'll be torn to pieces.
Naturally, but the civilian captains have deluded themselves into thinking they can reach the mass relay in time. Hopefully Chorus can stop the fools from presenting the Geth with such easy targets.
The Geth have dug in down there. I might not bring back good news.
It was always a possibility. There will be no blame if you come back empty-handed, Commander.
I'm getting some
Shooting
static.
quizzes.
It appears Selchoris crashed within range of a Geth jamming tower. You must disable it to contact him.
Oh, that is an awful noise.
Admiral Zen.
I'm afraid I cannot reconnect. The signal is too weak.
Looks like we're on our own. Take us in to the tower.
You know, I sometimes wish that, wish might be the wrong word, but that it was as simple as, you know, have a few drinks and then it eases the pain. Doesn't work for me. All that happens is then I spiral. Alcohol doesn't have a great effect on me.
Installed anti-aircraft guns beside the jamming tower.
We'll have to disable them on
Although
foot.
most of the time I'm
Once the
happy
guns are
about
gone,
that.
you take out the tower.
Right, Commander. Setting you down here.
My people have been in exile for centuries.
Oh yeah, we're actually on the planet.
In the land of my ancestors.
And it's pitch black.
Shepard, once we find the Admiral, I advise we...
Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
The jamming signal is strong closer to the tower. I am experiencing signal loss with my systems on the Normandy.
Could it be lag from your new body?
It is unlikely, Tally. Lag usually lasts no longer than 5.2 milliseconds.
Well, yeah. I think some people can. Maybe some people who have more tolerance to it. And like eventually you do drink enough where you just black out. At least I do. Not that it doesn't take much. I'm like the opposite of most people who live here. Most Australians, their fucking alcohol tolerance is enough to give any normal person alcohol poisoning. Oh my god. The pistol does more damage than the $135,000 credit sniper rifle. That makes me feel fantastic. And yeah, I mean, you get to a certain point where you black out and just forget. But on top of not really having that any sort of fucking helpful effect up until that point. Oh, wrong gun. I don't like not having control of my faculties. Well, that's true, yeah. Oh, your internet is being as useful as Ash today? Oh my god. So, I'm surprised you're still connected at all then, Julia. Same as your power. My god, what's going on? Did you have some, like, storms or something? Irish. I think the Irish probably could outdrink most Australians.
They came so far.
We need to radio Selchoris if we're gonna find him. Let's get to that jamming tower.
Oh shit.
Are you injured?
I'm okay. Watch out for more mines.
Ooh. Javelin. I'll keep the Black Widow for a bit, but I don't think this is a very good gun. And I'm not happy about that.
There are Geth below us.
Where? Oh, there. My god, this gun sucks! Yeah, I mean, most of the time I'm glad alcohol doesn't. I don't have that drive to be like, oh, my brain hurts, time for some alcohol. Oh my god. Yep. Well, I'm glad I pissed all that money away. I can't believe that. I mean, maybe if I fully upgraded it, but even then I think the pistol, when I first got it, is still better than the rifle as it is now. That sucks. Oh, I made a mistake. God damn it.
Right.
It really is. I'm just overestimating every gun. I'm like, oh, this could be cool, and then we use it, and it does like 1 tick of damage, and that's it. Meanwhile, we've got this pistol that we got for free from the DLC that is better than anything we've picked up so far, as long as you're doing a headshot. It takes out shields in 1 shot. And meanwhile the sniper rifle doesn't even kill someone outright. For fuck's sake. Oh well.
The Geth anti-aircraft guns are up ahead.
Oh my god. Fuck's sake. Everyone's playing duck and cover. Oh, my stuff regen's so slow now. Oh, I can't get up for a second just to shoot someone because there's that many rockets. God, Lord. It's true, yeah. In MMOs especially. Like, you'll grind for ages to get good gear, and then as soon as the expansion comes out, you've got, like, the freshest drops are better than legendary gear that takes, like, hundreds of hours to get. It's always, whenever I was playing MMOs, that's always what kind of stopped me from doing any of this endgame stuff that took a lot of time to do.
Let's look at the gun
Just because it felt like the one time, or few times that I ever did, sort of grind a long time for a piece of gear or something. At the end of the day, I was just like, oh my god, was that even worth it? When I pick up some garbage weapon or whatever from someone, it's like, oh, this thing is better than a Godslayer. Is worse than a stick, like a literal stick that you find in a new area. So, okay, good. Glad I wait. He's got the skin, yeah.
Anti-aircraft guns, Shepard.
Silver linings, I guess.
Edie, I want you on this.
Right away.
There's gas dropping in.
Oops. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Pick up.
Got it.
Oh god, he's just walking towards us. Oh my god. This weapon is great if you can get 2 seconds to actually fire it. You ever say no? No. You can... Pretty much anyone you pick never says, go fuck yourself, Shepard. They're all pretty much willing to do whatever the commands are. Which is, I mean, helpful. But they're all like tech-based, so I usually just pick Edie because it makes the most sense. Like, are you gonna pick the person who's proficient at computers versus an actual AI? I know who I'm picking in real life too. I know a lot of people are nervous about actual AI, like in real life, but I can't wait. I think it's gonna be cool, even if we end up as slaves to our robot overlords. I'm fine with it. No, the biggest one was like the choices you make at the end of the last one. Those decisions were like big. But I don't know if there's anything like that in this one. I think it might be a little bit more general. Maybe. Well, maybe not, I don't know. It's been so long since I played this, there might be some choices like that scattered around. Which would suck if your companions could just die out of nowhere. Oh, God. Good lord.
Disabled the anti-aircraft gun.
Good. Now let's shut down the two by the tower.
It also has absolutely no bearing on how quickly it gets done either, I've noticed. It's just as long as all the enemies are dead, you succeed. Good job. Military hierarchy. No. Yeah, no, I definitely don't think there's anything like that. Which I think I might have said in towards the end of the second one, where like everyone is just perfectly willing to go along with everything that you're saying. I think Samara is the only one who has like a moral opposition to stuff that you do, but doesn't really come to fruition until much later down the line. Other than that, I think it's just, yeah, fine, we'll do that. Oh, you want us to blow up this place? No big deal. And, like, you want to leave this child hooked up to the, you know, Matrix machine? By all means. Shepard is very lucky that no one else seems to have much of a conscience. They'll like gripe about it, but they don't really go beyond that.
You heard my message. Send out a distress call.
As well as being perfectly fine with a suicide mission.
Maintenance.
That is basically guaranteed to kill people, except that it just doesn't because we get lucky.
I clean engine parts.
Oof.
This place is filled with Geth. You should have hidden.
I thought I could buy the other civilians time to fight some Geth. There were so many. First time I've even held a gun.
Don't move. We've got Medigel.
I've lost too much blood. Go. Look for the Admiral.
Oh, conscience. That's true, yeah. Some will leave you, won't they? They'll see what you do and they'll just be like...
We'll find him, Doran.
Start attacking you after a while. Which, I mean, it's a simple way to do it, but it works.
The civilian fleet didn't want this war. If there's even a chance that Admiral Chorus can get us out alive, and my son, tell him, tell Jonah that his father made it to the homeworld.
We will. Rest well, Dornhast vas Renok.
Let's get to that tower.
I guess there's a few games that actually do that. I played a little bit of the first Baldur's Gate a little while ago. And there are... I think I played a chaotic evil character. And in that game, if your companions leave you, like they'll... I think you have reputation points, and if it goes below a certain amount, the characters will warn you, and then they'll leave. And if they leave, they're gone forever. You can't ever get them back, even if you bring the reputation back up. It's a very frustrating mechanic, but that's game's old as shit. So.
Mounted turret.
You know, I think Dragon Age does that as well. I think characters will leave you in Dragon Age if you, like, aren't very nice to them. Or do certain things, and then that's it. You can't get them back. Yeah, so it can take off... If I hit them right in the head, it'll take their shields off, so... Still not great. Oh! Nice.
Mounted turret.
Oh my god, that one just blew up. I am trying to outgun a turret, which might not be the best decision I've ever made.
Let's look at the gun's console. We should be able to disable it. Who should disable the gun, Shepard?
Take it out, Edie.
Affirmative. You should be able to operate a vacant Geth turret yourself, Shepard.
That's just what I was thinking. Oi.
More Geth!
just like vaporizes them.
I require more time to deactivate the turret. This anti-aircraft gun is offline.
Good.
Let's get the last one.
Yes, by the door.
Oh, should have seen that coming. I hope it saved before I got owned. Oh, good. So, I know, I never seem to learn my lesson. Case in point. Fuck me. Especially when the game even warns me. Like, hey, someone's by the door. Am I just gonna stand in front of it anyway? Cool, good idea. Those rockets. I hate them. Ooh. There we go.
Understood.
Seriously? Oh my god. I was behind cover. Oh man. Oh man. I hate video games. Okay.
Who should disable the gun, Shepard?
Yeah. This is my big gun now. The games feel mutual. Yeah, probably.
I am nearly complete.
Every time I turn one on, I bet the game's like, oh great, this dipshit again.
This anti-aircraft gun is offline.
So much better in real life. Have you shot a gun before? That's cool. It does actually make me feel better because maybe it's the same for me. I've only ever shot. Oh, that's a terrible bird. I've only ever shot a bow in real life. I've never shot a gun.
This is Commander Shepard. Gordon didn't make it, Admiral.
He didn't? I see.
I'm coming in with a shuttle.
At all. Yeah. Most of the time they just delete themselves off my computer. Ugh.
Stay together. We'll meet you there.
Really good at long distance shooting. That's so cool.
How many?
Is there like a shooting range you can go to or something? I find it hard to do archery. Yeah, I get that. I find archery very therapeutic. I haven't done it in a long time though. But I'm not to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty decent shot. I even have a medal. But yeah, I would like to shoot a gun one day though. There is a gun club sort of close to where I am, but I don't know what the rules are. I don't know if I need to get like a license or something first or what. I don't have time. But I would like to shoot one day.
So your ship goes down and you give up? Your people are fighting for their lives up there.
My people are down here.
The entire civilian fleet's depending on you. Who's gonna look out for them? Admiral Garrel? Zen?
I cannot abandon my crew.
We save dozens now or millions later. Your decision, Admiral.
Ancestors, forgive me.
Also, archery works out your back a lot. There's a lot of muscles you don't typically use when you fire a bow. Gives you good muscle definition. Till you stop, that is.
I've got this. You're clear. Go. Geth behind you. Get in cover.
It's actually getting a lot harder to do archery at all. Even here. There's still a few archery shops that I know of, but I don't know if people just don't want to do it anymore, or if there's more rules and stuff. There's not a lot of ranges left, I know that.
Shepard,
VT play.
perhaps there's still time. Hello? This is Zalcoris. Does anyone copy? Hello?
Kill the berserker. 100 meters, holy shit.
I pray they found comfort in the
Yeah, I get that. I couldn't fire. I couldn't shoot, like do any kind of proper hunting. I like animals too much. I'd rather hunt a human, if I'm honest. Which makes me a psychopath, I know, but still.
Have you talked to civilian captain?
100 meters, that's a good shot. 500, my god. That's when you've got to start like taking the wind into account and stuff, right? Is when you start getting that far back. That's half a kilometer. Holy shit. You're a crack shot. I hope I'm never down range, Conqueror.
And that's why I needed you to come back.
Of course. It's time we turned our attentions to those we can still save. Farewell, Shepard. Fly safely.
Okay. I have to find something short. Well, I'm only going to be able to do the... I'm going back to the 3-hour-ish streams because I'm back on... I'm back out and about for work tomorrow. For the foreseeable future, anyway. And... yeah. Sorry. So we'll have to...
Those ships to recover life pods.
To go back to that, but then eventually we'll head back to the longer ones.
Zen, you can always send a salvage team later.
Unless there isn't a later because we're defeated due to a lack of Geth technology.
Do they do that anymore? I don't know if they even use fake.
Thanks, Shepard.
No problem. I thought they used like different things now. Mate, but there is, yeah, you can buy, they're pretty expensive, but even when I was doing my archery stuff competitively, you could buy these like life-size deer, and there's like a spot in the middle, it's about that big, on like the chest, that was like a soft, squishy part that you could shoot. That was like $1,000, it was crazy expensive.
Man, watching the Geth. Nice job on the rescue mission, Commander. The Quarian civilian...
What's going on, Edie?
I am assisting Engineer Adams with his repair of the drive core shielding.
Ah, I should leave you to it then.
We can converse if you like, Shepard. It is a routine Uh-oh.
What? What happened?
Nothing. Unless you have strong feelings about gamma radiation.
Not funny, Edie.
I almost had you. I will alter my human chronometer appropriately for better timing.
I guess we'll get the quarry and home world started, I suppose. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of artificial things you can get. I'm sure they're cheaper by now.
At your private terminal.
Some downtime. Okay. So Ashley wants to see me on the Citadel as well. Not in New Zealand. Yeah. That's what I was using, was just the paper target, because it was like $10 for 100 sheets or something. It wasn't much cheaper than $1,000 deer target. Man. Yeah, I don't know what I know there's like a fee you have to pay per time you go to a gun club here, but I don't know what you need beyond that. I'm sure you have to sign some papers, but I don't know anywhere that has any sort of decent lengthed range. I think it's mostly 50 meters is probably the longest. Just isn't very far. I think they're all really low caliber. I don't know if you can just whip out a rifle out of the back of the car and be like, hey, let me shoot this bad boy.
What's the fastest route?
The upper entrance. Target the base before the Geth can organize resistance.
What about you?
Is that something that comes with training though? Is that like you can tune that out or something like that?
This unit still carries remnants of the old machine upgrade code. We can break any Geth security. You are concerned.
You know your limits. I trust you. I'm more concerned you didn't tell me about the upgrades.
You were tolerant of our recovery of Geth intelligences from the server, but this matter is different. Personal.
You were ashamed.
Shame is an emotional or cognitive response to societal judgment. It should not apply here.
I'm on your side here, Legion. I want to help your people.
We did not intend to cause offense.
How'd we get here? The Geth are better than this.
No. Based on empirical evidence, they are not.
Yeah.
Proceed to the upper entrance. We will exit here and procure an escape vehicle.
Got it. Legion, good luck.
Acknowledged.
Okay.
I can't believe it. I don't think.
Yeah, I feel like you can train all that stuff out
The
though.
home world. My world.
Is that a thing? Do women have worse depth perception? I didn't know that was.
Sky. And the rock formations? They used to write poems about them.
When we're done, maybe you'll write a new one.
This is Ranok, the world of our ancestors. Our bodies carried the seeds that spread the desert grass. You've heard me say Kilasalai? The best translation I can come up with is, by the homeworld I hope to see someday.
Looks like you're seeing it today.
It's a bit more desert
Living
than
room
I.
window will be right here.
Something I should know?
I just claimed the land. I know it doesn't mean much, but when this is over, I'll have a home.
The Quarians spent centuries as nomads. You think you can go back to living in one place?
We have gotten used to carrying our homes around with us. Well, that's a start.
Sweet gesture. It's hard toss up between Tali and Liara, I think, for like the best companions. Or maybe like the most human alien relationships. The others are like, hey Jack, let's bang. And then that's the entirety of that thing. which I usually like a little bit more substance to my relationships. Have this dusty ass rock that I just picked up off the ground. You're welcome. Let's go kill some peeps. Shit. What can I change that to? That, I guess. I admit they'll have to like tear this down first though. I can't imagine she'd like to live near a giant Geth facility.
The Geth jamming towers are interfering with your signal, Commander. I'm compensating to keep you patched in.
Good work, Trainer.
Oh. I didn't realize there was so many of them. Really? Oh, sometimes the saves are so shit.
The Geth jamming towers are interfering with your signal, Commander. I'm compensating to keep you patched in.
Good work, Trainer.
Stop moving. Oops.
Shepard, Commander, you must climb to the upper level before Geth units can fortify their positions.
We're on our way.
Climb.
The heavy fleet has a clear path. All forward.
Geth fighter presence is negligible. Patrol fleet, break cover and engage.
Safe? No? All this armor we're picking up lately, I'm not going to use any of it. It was all garbage. Appreciate the effort though. Terrible shots. Oh, more. Why can't...
Come on! We need to get inside before they send reinforcements.
It's easier said than done when you got 400 rockets flying your way. Oh my.
Shepard Commander, hostile Geth are closing a blast shield over the base.
Oh, hello.
The Normandy's main batteries would require several hours to penetrate that blast shield.
We don't have that kind of time.
We have located an override atop the Geth fortifications. It can retract the blast shield.
Where?
Anyone get a good look at that thing?
I saw the base momentarily.
I flick between either a pretty decent shot for about 5 minutes to couldn't hit the side of a barn in an instant.
Get reinforcements coming in from above.
Watch out! Crossfire on the left side balcony!
I was sure there was a weapon that could shoot through walls at some point, but I think I may have imagined that. No, I'm good.
Shepard Commander, do you need assistance?
We'll get through. What's your status?
The old machine's upgrades grant us targeting superiority. We are drawing hostile fire from your position.
Keep it up. We'll get to the blast shield controls.
So how does he still have...
upgrades have proven to be effective.
Yeah, how does he still have the upgrades and not under Reaper influence?
I'm glad Legion's on our side.
Never thought I'd hear you say that.
I don't quite get how that works that way.
Admiral Gell to all ships. We've got Geth frigates inbound on the civilian fleet.
Khan is here. Civilian defenders are on intercept course. We'll hold them, Geralt.
Legion, I've hit the override.
We have gained system access and are bypassing security. Stand by.
Survive. My favorite kind of objective. Tally, you're kind of in the way there. Thank you. Oi! We good? Not everyone? This one? Or was I just there? Of course I was just there.
Right. At once.
Oh my god.
On it. Understood.
Exhausted. No worries, Conqueror. Thanks for hanging around. Sleep well. And we'll see you next time. I think we're just about to finish up anyway. We'll get through this and then jump up the top and find somewhere to save and call it.
On it. Yes. Got it.
I hate when they do that. Someone throw me some ammo, please.
We have sent you the nav point with a new targeting location.
Admiral Rand to all ships. The patrol fleet has broken the Geth flank. Permission to pursue.
Granted. Good hunting, Rand.
Prime, I guess they really don't want us up here. I will.
Oh my god. Oh, there's 3 of them. Good. That's insane. I have found a problem. Please? That was not my fault. God's sake. Wow.
Get primed! I guess they really don't want us up here. Understood.
There's not 4 of them, is there? Oh no, I was gonna say. I cannot see a fucking thing. I'm stuck again. Oh my god. Let's put a feature. This isn't Skyrim.
Get primed! I guess they really don't want us up here!
Oh my god. I don't even know how to take shields down quickly. I can't use that thing because it turns me into a T-pose thing. God. Oh, what a... Legitimately, what am I supposed to do here? This is ridiculous. The game says no. Yeah, as usual. If I die again, I'm gonna have to. We'll just have to save it downstairs and go from there next time. Oh, there's a couple Spitfires around here actually, which I guess is handy. God, the sabotage move lasts about 2 seconds. Oh, okay, that's gonna have to be for next time. I don't have the I do not have the capacity to do that at the moment. So I'm gonna save it here. And Jesus, we'll have to figure that out next time. Oh Jesus. So yeah, as far as I know, the rest of the week the streams will probably be about the same length. We might be able to do a long one on Thursday or Friday, depending on how stuff goes. But other than that, we'll just do the shorter ones and try and get back into the longer ones soon. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, whichever it is, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay? Okay. Bye-bye.